What is mystery shopping? We're going to talk about mystery shopping is a business research method where trained shoppers act as customers to evaluate the quality of services, products, and customer experience in an unbiased way. Interesting. Trained shoppers to act as customers. So we're going to be talking about that because what is mystery shopping? What is mystery shopping in the dealership? Thanks for joining me again on ATI. I am traveling, I'm remote, but we're still going to do a show. And we've got Kyle Disher. He's the CEO and owner of RevDojo. He wanted to do a show and he said, let's do a show about mystery shopping. I said, all right, let's do it. Who are we going to have on the show? Let's have Steve Roessler on the show, the Live with Drive guy from DriveCentric, Chief Evangelist Officer. And Kyle also recommended we invite Subi Ghosh from Stream Companies. It'll be her first time on the channel. And so we're going to do mystery shopping in the dealership. And I also, I asked the question, what if you got mystery shopped where you are, where you work, with what you do? What would you learn? Would it be helpful? That'd be interesting. What would you change? Right? What would you do different? I always talk about getting to know your ecosystem, and that's why tonight we're going to do the dealer vertical, and when we around and around we go. And I'll also say this, listen, yeah, it's an automotive business channel, not like any other automotive business channel. Well, you're going to see that in the news, but my goal still remains the same when I started this channel, is that I really do want to help other verticals understand other verticals and the overall industry. It gets harder and harder to understand. That's why ATI is the neutral zone, and we're not going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein tonight. The automotive ecosystem on Tuesdays, not every Tuesday, some Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. The last show was Salvato Auctions. This actually was yet another great show. It seems like it shouldn't be possible to keep making great shows on ATI. And in fact, in automotive, content fails regularly. But I try to keep it real and open this perspective to actual reality right now. Not what I think I want you to hear, but there's business to be done in reality. And Dan Oscarson, head of global buyer development at Salvato Auctions, did a great job. That's a lot of views for a show about Salvato Auctions, about salvage auctions, about insurance, uh, auto auction information. That's a lot of views. It's pretty cool. And I didn't even have to brag about it on LinkedIn, which I don't think works. Industry Logistics is my Thursday show. And in fact, this Thursday, we're going to do a show, Dry Run Fee, Request Denied. Now, we know the request for the dry run fee was denied because there was no reply. Again, on LinkedIn. Oh, you haven't seen it? Charles put in a dry run fee request for a specific company to whom it may concern. And I don't think there was a reply. Why would there be? Nobody cares about carriers. Oh boy. All right. You know the drill. If you watch this show, you know the drill. By the way, you also know that I am not spinning the wheel of business safe, boring ideas. There is plenty of boredom to go around at the trade show. I know. The only thing you see really shared are photos of a select group of club members having an awesome time at somebody else's expense. That's it. There's nothing to be learned. Not much, not really. I mean, maybe a little. Good luck with that. We're not shoveling leadership. We're not doing the future of speculation. We're not doing awards for no reason. Job promotions on paper are pointless. Single-digit percentage change. One up, one down. Nobody cares. It will not affect your business. Rich executive feel-good stories and photos on LinkedIn doesn't matter. If you're not in it, you don't care. You'll like it, but you don't care. Come on. And sponsorship obvious. That is the only one with even any potential. So let's do some news. I don't have my drum roll. What is going on with his hands? I don't really care. I just know that if those were Joe Biden's hands, oh my goodness, it would be all day and all night crying on Fox News. Cry, cry, cry. And we're not talking about Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, what is that? I don't know. It doesn't look good. That's fine. He just shakes a lot of hands. He's not covering it up. He's covering nothing up. Oh my gosh. This was earlier today. I mean, we want the release. It just won't go away. I mean, oh my gosh. You send out ice and everything and nothing's working. But in automotive, the show must go on. You're going to see those categories here. Auto market resilience, blah, blah, blah. Fleet management reinvented. Oh man, that kills me. Who's on top? Who's on bottom? EV rules, EV batteries. Ugh. Dealership execs worry about the future. This is so amazing. And look, it looks like any other normal, typical article. Dealership execs worry about the future. Wow, a real story. Oh my gosh. The internet is Dean Cain's kryptonite with this ice video. Oh, it's awesome. You know why people listen? Most automotive news is so boring that you have to get a kick out of this kind of stuff. You don't have a choice. You can't live your life completely bored all the time. And by the way, freakish paramilitary groups weren't cool 100 years ago. How a weekend hacker found flaws that could let anyone remotely unlock cars with just a name. Wow. That'll wake you up. Legal battles. See, this is the stuff I like. Dealership wins a fight for fairness. It's a big, beautiful bill. Colorado dealership pays a settlement. Yeah, see, that's real. There's your real news. This actually, wow. This Silverado EV passed 100,000 miles, not 100, 1,000 miles on a single charge. Wow. Now that's impressive. If we cared about EVs. Let's see. Oh, tariffs. That's right. What's going on with tariffs? Can we even follow? Do we even bother anymore? July tariff revenue jump fails to stop wider budget gap. Oh, crap. We're not going to talk about that. U.S. import taxes hit levels not seen in 100 years. Eesh. Pass. U.S. reaches agreement on joint statement that could cut in auto tariffs. Oh, okay, good. Taco. Housing panic grips half of U.S. cities as record price cuts send home values tumbling. The housing crash is looming. Oh, God. Let's do some more leadership stuff. Carfax warns of 45,000 flood-damaged cars entering the used car market. Yeah, that was, what was that, like a month ago? Flood, hurricane, I don't know. Waymo. Man, holy cow. So I'm in Southern California right now. These things are everywhere. I can't believe how many Waymos are on the road. Why does that matter? Have you seen these? Again, I'm in Southern California. These are everywhere. Not necessarily the Snack E, but this exact unit. They're everywhere. So when I read AV firm bought auto aims for driverless deliveries in 2025, and I know like a lot of carriers are like, oh, come on. All right. Sure, man. But you might want to look into other stuff. Side hustle is real. UVeye launches AI vehicle inspections at Jaguar Land Rover, North America's U.S. seaport facilities, bringing car delivery standards into a new era. That's another I mean, man. AI vehicle inspections. They're gonna install automated inspection stations at Brunswick, Georgia, Baltimore, Maryland, Port Hueneme, California. There you go. So you don't need to do your little mobile app dealie anymore or whatever. Yeah, no, you'll have to do 5 of them. Now, you may have heard that Ship Your Car Now, Auto Logistics, SYCN, Auto Logistics, Mercury Auto Transport, or Right Way have merged. Okay. And you may have read that they've now formed the largest founder-led, privately owned auto logistics company in North America. Dang, that sounds impressive. Do they own any trucks? Is it a brokerage? It's a tech company. Asset-light carrier. But why really do this? Come on, what's really going on? I mean, I know. Let's dig into deeper industry trends and market dynamics. I mean, why? You know why? Well, listen, why? Okay, I mean, how many brokerages are there? Let's just let's just talk real. Let's just be real. Anybody not looking for reality they already jumped off. It's just me and you, or you know, me. Uh these are brokerages. These are auto transport brokers. And the auto transport brokers really do get most of the business because the auto transport brokers have figured out how to just be a sales force 24/7. Sales, 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 sales. If you sell, sell, sell 24/7, man, you are eventually going to sell something. And then as far as once you sell it, we'll figure out who's going to fulfill it. But if you are a fulfiller, fulfill, you're never going to grow your business because you're not focused on selling. You're focused on fulfilling. And in auto transport, sales is brokering and fulfilling is being a carrier. And by the way, you know which one's more expensive? Fulfilling. So if you can just sell 24/7 and grow your sales, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Now what happens when there's 3,000 other companies doing that? Then, and what if demand drops, or at least the need to be the biggest dog in the room continues to grow? There's one company that, just made ink again, top whatever. And then, there's companies that they spend money just so people read about new people in their company. It's a lot to deal with. So maybe the real reason for this merger is because there is a consolidation trend in fragmented logistics. The logistics industry, the logistics injury, particularly out of transport, that is appropriate. That the math checks, remains highly fragmented with many small to mid-sized players competing across niches. You gotta be a bigger dog, and there are some big dogs at the trade shows. Could be a proactive strategy to fortify its competitive position. Again, we're speculating. Hey, you know what? Even guys that write books, all they do is speculate. So I could do it too. It's okay. Nobody's getting hurt. It is interesting that I guess the main company is an AI driven platform. That's interesting. Pooling resources, amortizing tech investment, right? Because you're going to need more money to keep feeding the AI beast. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I got. I mean, I can read the same article you read, but I didn't see anything either. Let's see. Chip Perry among Cox Auto veterans to join SellMyRide. Why? Wait a minute. Why is a Cox Automotive veteran joining a startup to help dealers source inventory from private sellers? What? No one's thought of this yet? Why? What? And then there's Auto Trader, transforming the way cars are bought and sold. Yeah, okay. Well, I definitely know that. Listen, if you talk like that, I know there's So what about Car Offer? Did you know that Car Offer by Car Gurus? Car Gurus is shutting down Car Offer. What did Car Offer do? Digital automotive wholesale marketplace. Offer dealers automated platform, buy, sell, trade. Well, so wait, why? You guys didn't make money hand over fist on that deal? Why are you shutting it down? It performed well during the pandemic. Yeah. When things were tight, everybody was tight. Volatile, unpredictable pricing market. Car Gurus maintain technology. The technology is repurposed into a tool called Sell My Car, not Sell My Ride or Sell My Wheels. I don't know. I don't get it, man. Whatever. This was on LinkedIn. Whoa, dude. More ACV auction problems? Beware. Reads the post on the screen. And then it gets into, arbitration and cost of arbitration. Yuck. Sorry to hear about your experience. They say, hey, man, contact us. We want to talk to you. You don't need to go on LinkedIn with your old blabbity blabber. And even in the comments, I stopped buying from them the same reason. Arbitration department is the worst, said they. So I thought, well, you know what? Since this is ATI and I do what simply can't be done, let's get, I know an ex-ACV arbitration guru. Let's get him on the show. Let's go ahead and do that. So put that on the calendar. Okay. Hertz partners with Amazon Autos to sell used vehicles online. Man, Hertz and Amazon. And then this Hertz car sales brings rent to buy to 100 plus cities. That's the way you do it. So this startup, good luck with that, guys. The consumer can browse a selection of used vehicles online, including newly added 2025 model vehicles. They have the option to either take the vehicle for a test drive. You can rent it. You can buy it. Get a limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance. Now that's the way you do it. We're going to talk a little bit about, I guess, AI versus humans in the dealership on service calls. Can it be that bad? Maybe we should mystery shop that stuff. Survey shows online to in-store transition is crucial, a car buying experience. What if they're AI mystery shoppers? Oh, great. AI mystery shoppers. ATI is where everyone learns more about how the automotive industry works. It's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. There is no need to go live every week anymore. There is just not enough actual information. I don't ship cars. I do move information. It's really profitable, moving information, having a podcast. Everybody has a channel now. You can go here if you want to. That's fine. It's a channel, and we have a show. So do me a favor, stick around. Right after this, we're going to be live with, hey, 92, whoa, here, let's see if the live chat button works here. Oh, cool. It kind of works. So, man, that live chat is just so busy. Do me a favor, stick around right after this. We're going to be live with Kyle. We'll start with Kyle. Let's find out what mystery shopping really is all about. So Kyle, do me a favor, get ready to go. You're live right after this.
Understanding web traffic at your site can be a funny thing. Who, when, why? Then you have things like bounce rates, visit times, return traffic. The point is, you have traffic, but are you capitalizing on all that traffic and why they came to your site to begin with? You may do moving, vehicle inspections, car auctions, custom car building, car clubbing. Quotify is the first online shipping utility feature that helps you to retain the relevant traffic and capture business which is typically just sent away. It instantly allows your visitors to see multiple shipping companies' rates and live reviews with an option to book the shipment now or email it for later. If you have car shipping relevant traffic, then why not swing the bat and make some money along with some other added benefits? The best part of Quotify is that it's free. Yes, that's right. We actually pay you to offer your visitors something they most likely need anyways. So let's wrap this up. It's a totally free utility feature that will increase your site visit times, lower your bounce rates, increase return rates, and we even pay you to use it. Sounds too good to be true. It's not. Sign up today or call now to speak with a commercial account specialist.
Don't lose any more sleep worrying about missing leads. Get Transport Auto Quoter to quote the right price the first time, every time. I see that he's ready to go. Let me hit this. Okay, so I'm remote, so I want to make sure this works. Drum roll. Kyle, can you see
Let's
me and
get
hear
it.
me? We
I
did it.
see you. I hear you.
I see you. I hear you. Man, you're not at Caesars, are you?
Jesus! No, I'm at the win.
Oh, you're at the. I should have guessed that. I know though. I know those walls. The Win is a great place to be, man. What are you there for? What are you doing at Win?
So we're at NAMAD, and that's the minority convention. It takes place once a year. Typically, it's in Florida. This year, they moved it over to Vegas, and I proudly represent the women's group here. We've done the production for off and on a few years, and got a camera crew flying in. I'm going to film the women's luncheon tomorrow.
Wow, that's really cool, man. I have not been to that convention, so that's great. And I've seen, you know what, I will say that's one of the things that I do like about LinkedIn is that I learn more about things that I haven't seen or heard about, and I've seen exposure of NAMAD on LinkedIn. So
Nice.
that's awesome.
It's a
Now,
big thing. There's a lot of booths, a lot of vendors, a lot of dealers, a lot of people here.
yeah, you want to give any shout outs?
Shout out to everybody that's at NAMAD. Boom. I don't know. There's too many to count. Look,
Right?
you want to see something? Look at this, dude.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 people here. You got Subi, I think, that's coming on. She's a C-suite exec from Stream, and she's here too. Oh, this thing was filled with chairs. I thought they were doing the reception in here, but so yeah, it's a big room with a bunch of people, dude. Here's the hall with all the vendors. It's a banger.
So, all right, for anybody not at NAMAD, including me, what is NAMAD all about? What's the purpose?
So NAMAD is the minority convention, and when they started this thing a cajillion years ago, it was like 5 people, and they just met, and they've slowly grown to now the majority, if not all, the OEMs represent the CDKs, the Reynolds. I'm seeing all the big name booths right here. NADA's booth is right there. The minority convention, and when you hear people that have minority dealerships and that stuff, this is where a lot of that generated from. So super cool people. I like it. It's usually first generation, second generation dealers, and they're just cool. It's good. And the vendors at this event mixed with the dealers a lot more than most events.
Well, and I was thinking that too, is that if I say like independently owned, like you said, first generation, second generation,
But they're
more,
OEM. Yeah.
but it's like, I mean, there's a
Yeah.
deeper sense of community and ownership and family. Am I right about that?
Yeah. 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 Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Totally right.
Which is actually really cool. I've been at where you are right now reminds me of I was at NIADA and I felt like a deeper connect. I could actually have what seemed to be more meaningful and interesting conversations that really were deep and meant something to the folks I was talking to. I know that
How many dealers does NIDA have? Do you know how many they have?
I don't know. I don't even know how to guess.
17,000. I think it's
I was
17,000.
gonna say in the thousands. It's I mean
Who's
it.
who's the official training platform at NIDA? Do you know who that might be?
Well, tell me
Um,
more about it. What
I
does
hate
that mean?
even
Tell me more.
I hate even saying it. So
I love
about
it.
4 years ago, they said we're looking for a learning management system, and they hired the educational director from the University of Cincinnati, and she was like, "I'm vetting them all." And I was like, "There's no way they're going to pick us." They were just looking for the platform to store their video content, and a year-ish later, they picked us over all the other LMSs. We haven't done a ton with it, but technically, we're the official partner in
I'm gonna explore that. Okay, so RevDojo,
RevDojo.
RevDojo has been selected by
NIDA, and there's
NIADA.
17,000 dealers or whatever they
To
got.
help facilitate.
House training content. So they use our
Wow,
learning management system.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
What do you think are, and this is could be a good lead into mystery shopping, but what do you think are some of the, I'm going to say it this way. I'm reading some of the news. I kind of do a drive by on some of the news just because I think some of it's
Yeah.
kind of so. Listen, to be honest, some of it's kind of light. Listen, if you know 24-hour news cycle, if you do 24-hour news cycle, it's going to get light. That's
Yeah.
hard, right? I say throttle back on the news and just bring the good stuff, right?
There you go.
All right, there I said it. Now, so in training, what is some of that good stuff? Like regular to hit with am I thinking sales? What's going on?
So you're asking what's a good sales process, training, stuff like that?
What are some of the most important training modules that a dealership needs to look into regularly to keep up sales? Because right, you can't if what's going to tank a dealership? Lack of
Yeah.
sales, lack of
Sure.
pit stops.
Yeah. So for a dealer that wants to do training, if they're really doing it the right way, most people think like have a good attitude, objection handling, stuff like that, which is all good stuff, right? It's important. The most successful way to really implement a training program is to put things in buckets: inbound calls, unsold showroom traffic, the greeting, the demo, the appraisal, the write up, the TO. And if you put everything like chapters in a book, then what they can do is they can plot out their training for today, tomorrow, and for the next year. I should be able to walk into a dealership, look at a calendar, and see on Tuesday, we're role playing the greeting. On Wednesday, we're role playing unsold showroom traffic. And if you get everything plotted and planned like that, there's a lot of success. The problem is, most sales managers walk into a room and they go, "Oh, what happened last night?" And they just shoot from the hip during their sales meetings if they have a sales meeting at all. So, methodical, bucketed, planned with the calendar, and they kill it. And our mystery shops help a lot with that if you're trying to get to there.
Well, yeah, and I'm also thinking like what you just said. I don't know where I don't see what you just said was that was really clear and concise, and also avoided that happy leadership stuff that's going to side sideline me to the meat and potatoes of what I need to do.
A lot of hot air with that stuff. I'm very proud that we don't have a ton of hot air in our training. I don't teach you how to wake up and be
Thank you.
motivated. There's enough of those guys out there that have 2 million fake followers and they could do that thing. We're very tangible. Like
Thank
here's how
you.
you do it.
Thank you. And I but I have a couple friends that do leadership stuff, and to them I say, listen, it is good to remind people to be
Good.
honest and good and all that. Yes, but that is not going to keep your dealership or whatever your business is really running with sales and
And some of those guys are great. Most of them aren't. So, the ones that are good at the leadership stuff, I listen to those guys and I go, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could get up and talk about
well,
nothing for an hour
hey,
and make
listen.
people feel great. It's just not my thing.
Well, and you know what? I think don't we all want to be somebody's motivator?
That's true. Yeah.
Probably. Um,
Mhm.
so, all right, mystery shopping.
Mystery shops.
So,
Done a million of them,
yeah, so tell me
literally.
more. What really? Like what?
Done a million mystery shops. 1 million.
You like okay, okay. I'm all right. Personally with your group,
No,
like what?
I wish. So we do the mystery shops for a lot of big companies, a lot of names people know that I won't drop, but you know who they are. They take our mystery shop platform, they customize it in a way for them. They throw their name on it, which is great. We do the lifting, they service their dealers. We do mostly internet and phone. We do a bunch of other types of shops too. So a good chunk of that million came from white labels that aren't us.
All right, so let's do this. Here's what I'm going to do. This is
All
perfect
right.
time to bring in our guests. Here comes
Woo!
Steve and Subi. Okay, they're being admitted. They're not really getting
Ding,
they're
ding.
being admitted. They don't even know that they're now live. Steve is now live and he has no idea that
Do.
he's now live.
Bring
And
in our
Subi is going to be live in a minute. She has no idea that she's going to be live. Okay, so here's what's happening. I'm on camera one. Uh, I'm somewhere remote in California with
Are you in a
Waymos
bunker,
and
dude? Are you
e-snacking.
you
Yeah, I'm in the bunker.
you
See,
getting held hostage somewhere? Blink twice if you need help.
okay, I'm coming. Yeah, don't bring the duct tape. I'm fine.
Bro, you got some hitters on here too. I don't know who booked these
I
people. I asked Subi to come on. Now how you got Steve? You
it's
got some big shots on here.
well, that's the funny thing about this platform is that it is the yes, it's the
You
secret handshake channel.
you have
Steve,
2/3. You have 2/3 of the dealerships in the United States between the three of us that we touch, maybe
wow,
more.
that's
For real.
Kyle, it's like
crazy.
the 1 million. You did 1 million shot,
One
baby.
million.
Subi's got
Um,
5,000. Am I allowed to say the number? Is it public or no? Subi's got like
Sure.
5,000 stores that she works with. Come on, dude. You got some big deals in here.
wow. Well, I've had some pretty big deal guests, you know, occasionally. So, Subi, it's really nice to meet you. Steve, we'll get to you
Nice
in
to
a
meet you.
second. Subi, welcome to ATI. It's your first time on my channel.
For
And
having me.
Kyle was nice enough to invite you. Please say hello and tell us a little bit more about you.
Oh, I'm the EVP of strategic partnerships at Stream Companies, and we're the largest agency, I think, in automotive and work with all the different brands. I also have the privilege of working with the ad tech company Full Throttle.ai, and it's been a really cool ride seeing all the growth on all sides of it. And so mostly I work with partners in the space to identify problems and solve them, whether it be something that I have access to or partners that I work with, or networking with people and uncovering solutions to help serve dealers better. But I started on the retail side in dealership groups as the marketing assistant and then worked my way up. And now I'm on the agency side and really enjoy representing and solving problems for dealers and championing things that actually help them and not just self-serving nonsense wrapped up in an education bow.
Well,
Boom.
all right. Welcome to the show. That's what we're talking about.
All right.
That's awesome. Before we go any further, Steve, please say hello and tell us, you're in Houston?
I'm in Houston, baby. Houston.
All
Yeah,
right.
what do you want to know, baby? Come on. If you don't know the Live with Drive guy, you're living in a cave. You've been, what the hell? Come on. I mean, yeah, Live with Drive guy, Steve Roessler representing DriveCentric, CRM, talking about engagement, all the secret shopping stuff that Kyle and his guys go out there, make sure that they're using the CRM, responding appropriately. So there you go, man. It's a great tag team you got here, Jay.
Well, it is, and it's exciting to have you here. So, let's go ahead and talk about mystery shopping.
Is it a mystery is the question. It's
Right.
not a mystery. I think it's a goofy thing to say. It should be what's expected when you're shopping. Let me just change the verbiage.
So,
There you
okay.
go.
Well, and all right, so I'm going to add. I like that though. I love. We do live in a world where we can redefine at any time, right?
Yeah.
I
All
mean, we
right,
can try. It
we
doesn't
can
mean
try.
people are going to listen and
That's
actually take the steps to adopt the education that they're hearing from people who know better. But okay.
Amen. Amen. I
Tubi,
love
it all
that.
starts today, girl. Let's
Yeah, let's do
start the
it.
trend, girl.
But a
Yes.
mystery shop, as it's traditionally known to be, is
Okay.
when somebody goes to a business, pretends to be a customer, or behaves as a customer, and then takes notes and gives feedback, constructive feedback to the business about what went
You
right and
drinking?
what went wrong.
Thank you.
It's pretty
Yeah.
genius, honestly.
Mhm.
And it's an industry. The problem, though, is that as an industry, if you're the mystery shopper, I mean, it's not really a high paying gig.
Oh, how dare you?
Well, I
How do you know?
I feel like
Oh, wow.
What the heck is this guy doing?
oftentimes mystery shopping is done by so many different people in automotive. what
Yeah.
what my understanding and experience has been is that mystery shops are either done by the OEM, and when I say either or. It's oftentimes all of them, but the OEM, the dealer itself asking somebody that works for them to shop themselves and their competitors, and or the a vendor that is working with that particular partner who's getting a lot of heat on them, when in fact it's their own team that's not doing the things. So they're also shopping to say, no, your systems are broken and your people aren't doing the thing. So I think any one of those things is happening at the same time. And my issue with it, I have like 7,000 issues with it, but what ends up happening is the team that's receiving these leads are burning a lot of time going through nonsensical opportunities that are not real. And there's no consistency because there's always an excuse. Well, I knew that one was fake, or there were these issues with that particular lead. So unless there's an actual company doing it as an unbiased party, we're not getting the full picture, but also we're not going through the entire motion. Are we just checking a lead and submitting and or calling? Or are we looking for the entire shopping experience? Because that is online and offline and marketing messages and how people are greeting people when they walk in. It's the whole picture. And I think we're missing a lot of that. But I will let somebody else jump in.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Ready, go.
I always say every customer is a secret shop. Just think of it like that. All somebody has to do is talk to the customer, and ask about what the buying experience is. Not saying that, Kyle doesn't do everything what he should be doing and let everybody know what's going on. But Mike, just ask your customers what the buying experience is like, just like what Subi said, because not saying that, like, if I secret shop a store and trying to show something, there's like a hidden agenda from a vendor potentially.
Mhm.
If you ask a customer truly what the heck their shopping experience was, even if they bought a car, just ask the customers that bought a car, ask customers that didn't buy a car. And that's why you got Google reviews, you got all these things that happen. You just got to listen to the data and, and respond to it versus.
That's such a great point. Like,
I mean,
why don't we just survey them and talk to them? And like we used to do new car kind of clinics where we would have host once a month for anybody who bought a car. There's so many opportunities to ask. That's such a good point, Steve. Like we're spending all this time and burning our energy on secret shopping our own business or our competitors when we could just be asking people real questions.
Yeah, if I go out to dinner and I have crappy experience, I literally I don't look for the free dessert. I'm not that guy. I'm gonna tell the operator, tell the manager, hey Ben, come on over here. I just want to tell you something. Here's what my experience was. And I just want you to know so you can do something about it. Don't give me anything free. I don't want to be that customer that bitches and moan, but just think we need to, granted, in any industry, there's always customers that are looking for a handout. There just are. You got to be able to be a smart operator.
Ooh, check. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So,
Giving you some good.
okay, we're okay. Okay,
I don't want
Keith,
to spit on my food.
we lost internet
No,
for a
for sure.
second, but we're back. We're
I'll chime
good.
in too if you want. Unless we change the topics.
Internet's
we're back?
unstable. We do
You
the
good?
Starship Enterprise. Everybody rock to the left. Okay, rock to the right.
It might be you, not us.
We're okay.
Yeah.
No, keep it going.
Can you
This
guys
is
hear me?
really
Am I
good.
still on?
Really,
You can hear me, right?
Yep.
We got you,
Yeah,
Kyle.
Kyle.
I thought I lost. Sorry, I got a bump up thing where I couldn't hear for a second and it cleared out. So, it's something good. You got to ask yourself, would the dealer pay money for this? 99% of the time, the answer is no. They wouldn't pay for the training they get, the mystery shops they get. The only reason they're doing it is because the OEM gives it to them. So, not to sound like a giant blowhard, hundreds of dealers pay for our training and they pay for the mystery shop. So, there's a lot of value in everything that Steve and Subi said. And the problem with most mystery shop companies is nobody's more opinionated than someone that's never done it and couldn't do it. They mystery shop the dealer, they get on and they just tell the dealer how bad they suck. And then, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And it's like a naggy meeting. The mystery shop should have some type of value where the dealer goes, oh, okay, I take this in and I can improve customer experience. And a lot of these OEM mystery shops, no offense to anybody watching this, they're not really doing anything except checking a box. They got 97 things they look at, and probably 90 of them don't do anything to move the needle. So with mystery shopping, does it actually help the dealer improve? Does it help the customer get a better experience? If it's not helping them sell more cars, or it's not helping the customer get a better experience, it probably shouldn't be in there. Our mystery shops, very short, very tangible. The majority of our dealer clients that pay us for the stuff, we mystery shop them every single week. And then they bring everybody into a room and they go, hey guys, here's the mystery shop. And then they review it. And it at least guarantees one good sales meeting a week because they're going to review the data and then they're going to take that and get better. The stores we shop versus the stores we don't shop perform substantially better. I pulled a bunch of stats I can share with you guys later if you want, but it's just, and there's just something about having that meeting where you look at it. Yes, they work with hundreds of customers, having a same meeting at the same time, the same thing with the improvement in mind really, really moves the needle. So if you're a dealer watching this, I don't know if 2 people are going to see this or 2,000. Don't do stuff just to check boxes because it's not fun for anybody. Make sure that it's tangible and you're using the stuff to move the needle.
Dude, there's 2
Yeah.
million people watching.
A million, 2 million.
Wait, I just
Yeah.
want to throw out one thing though. Like the one thing that I would just say, Kyle, I don't want to discourage anything from you.
Sure.
Stop
Yeah.
it. But I think the thing that I mean, I want to reiterate because I appreciate what you do in secret shopping.
Yeah.
But I think what you have to do is it's almost like what I always say, it's a checks and balance. You have a third-party company like Kyle going out there secret shopping and you hear your customers what they're saying. There's got to be like checks and balances. I'm hearing this, customers are saying this. Now you can marry the two together and make a better decision. Hopefully they're going to be saying the same thing.
Here's what we grade on. How fast, sorry to cut you off, how fast did they respond? Yep. What was the quantity of the response and the quality of the response? Now, the problem sometimes if you interview a customer the wrong way, Jay, pretend you're wanting to buy a car. Are you ready? Jay, would you like a free car? Shake your head if you want a free car.
Yeah.
So sometimes just because a customer says something, that doesn't actually move the needle. And without sounding like a giant blowhard again, I spoke at Steve's conference, and I had the shortest amount of time, just saying a little bit. But if I would have had more time, I had 100 people that Steve was gracious enough to bring in there. You know what I do in front of those? I work a live internet lead. And I'll set an appointment 95+% of the time because I just do the things the customer wants the way the customer wants it done. And it just works. Be really, really nice. Be really, really honest. Have the information ready. Call quickly. Be confident. And if you do the right stuff, it's like it's Groundhog's Day. It just works. So please.
Yeah, but what you're talking about, there's a few things, right, that are really crucial here. One, you're talking about people that are leaning in. They're saying, yes, this is something I want to do, and I want to take it seriously, and I want to accept that information and do something with that. And I think that is critical to this conversation because you can get secret shops from your OEMs and everyone, but if you throw it away and you're not doing something with it, you're just wasting your time and energy. But I love that leaning in, hiring someone to do it and making sure it's consistent and having actual dialogue to adopt to those changes and take that feedback well. Listen, whenever you put out something to ask people for feedback or like surveys, like Steve said, or we're doing these types of secret shops, you're always going to get results that are, outliers. You cut them off because like someone's going to complain about something that makes zero sense. But then there's going to be the meat in the middle that you have to pay attention to. And sometimes the way what Kyle's talking about, you're going to see trends of certain people or certain patterns of certain types of leads not performing, or the way that we're responding needs to be adjusted. That I think is the value in secret shopping. So I just wanted to highlight that, like we're kind of bagging on it a little bit, but it's because people aren't leaning in and doing the things with it. And if you do have a partner that's going to do that for you, lean in, take it seriously, be consistent. And I think there's a lot of value in it. I just also think we have to connect the dots after the fact.
And not to, but you got the guy on here that has the fastest growing CRM in the history of automotive. And part of the reason is because he just makes it do it like this. Steve almost makes it impossible to fail if you're on a CRM. Like he leads them to water in a way. And with Mystery Shop, you got to kind of have the same thing. You just got to have it be easy to use. I'm not going to say his name because I work with all the CRMs. I don't want to get in trouble. But why does everyone say, when you say, what's the best CRM? Why do they usually say Steve's? Because it just works and it's just easy and it just makes sense. And your Mystery Shop's got to be the same way.
I have to say something. Just a thought popped into my head. But I knew Steve. I became familiar with Steve back when DriveCentric, I'll say it, didn't have a recognizable brand. And it was just Steve touting this thing that was new and disruptive in the space. And no
Are you
one
the
really
fastest growing
knew.
CRM in history? Sorry to cut you off. I want the answer. Are you? I think you are.
I mean, again, I got in automotive 11 years ago, so I mean, I'd have to go back and be born when VIN was created to kind of ask when VIN blew up or E-lead blew up. But it's like when a Nokia phone came up. Oh, did I say that? I didn't say. But anyway, but no, I mean, the fact of the matter is, we look. I've been very proud at the success we've had. All the CRMs, they all did good back in their time. It's just that there's a new game in town. I don't know how else to say it other than that, but I think they're
And
all.
that's the kudos I was going to give, because you listened, you identified things that were not being solved for. You
Yep.
not only solved for it, but you prescribed it, and you didn't just bend to whatever anybody's idea was to sell this shiny object. You really solved for it. But the
I
coolest
appreciate that.
thing, just a thought, but the coolest thing about watching that journey is that you touted everything about DriveCentric for the first few years, but literally something shifted. And anytime your name comes up, it's someone else talking really, really well about your organization and you. And I think that is an incredible thing. So I just,
Wow.
No,
while I
thank
see you,
Wow.
your name has popped up in my agenda multiple times over the last couple of weeks. And I just, having seen your growth and watching you, that's I think something cool to share, because if you listen, just tying it back all together, you take that feedback, you're watching to see what is happening outside and inside your company. I think anybody could have that type of growth with that type of intention, but not everyone has the persona to make that happen. And
No,
that's, I think, a
and
big
see,
part of it.
look, you could tie this all back to secret shopping because look, it all starts with a change of culture, and you got to start with a message. You got to start and be consistent. And I no, and I appreciate literally. I mean, Subi, you're right. I've known you a very long time, and I mean, our paths don't cross all the time. We see each other at all the shows and stuff, but I mean, that really does mean the world to me that you said that, because
Of
it
course.
is. You want to be something special in what you do, and I live and breathe this like most of anybody in our company, and everybody behind the scenes that makes the company. I really do appreciate you saying that. So thank you.
Of course. Yeah.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome.
to I guess maybe like wrap up perspective wise, I would just encourage people not only to like lean in, hire a Kyle, take it seriously, but also shop the rest of the things, because it's not just about lead management and response. That's a huge part of it, but we're often not connecting the dots between them initially contacting you to what is the experience when they walk in, what is the experience from an ad that they click to your site. All of those things are connected from a shopper's perspective, and we seem to pretend that just because we're looking at something 6,000 times a day that it makes sense to someone else and it's just as easy for someone else. So I would say shop all of the things, fix all of the things for your organization, because there's so many gaps that I see every single day, from websites to advertising to in-store experience. That is the reason why these huge brands coming into the space, like the Carvanas and the Amazons and all of those, are chipping away at what dealers should be retaining easily.
That
Just
was
my perspective.
Subi. Thank you, because that's actually what I wanted to ask about, Kyle. Is so because we see the articles and headlines about from website to showroom, what happened to the customer. Is this a sought after area in mystery shopping?
Yeah, I mean, mortar and clicks the new point, or point and clicks the new mortar and brick, as they say, right? So all the stuff's coming along and making sure that the experiences matches are pretty good. But Carvana doesn't sell cars 100%. They have like a BDC, so they're a BDC company almost. A lot of these big box players. So it's still taking humans to answer the right way, and it's still taking people to move down the funnel the right way. So the online experience should match the showroom experience. If you work with people the right way, though, most of these folks are pretty committed, and you don't have to sell them on anything by the time they submit an internet lead. If they go to your website and say, "Here's my first name, my last name, my email address, and phone number," after months of doing research, it's our deal to lose. So when the customer comes in, just making sure that the pricing matches and the vehicle's available, you're 99% of the way there.
Right. And
Buying signals. It's called a buying signal. Let's just call it.
Yeah. I like it.
all right, so how does the dealership verify this is the online lead without turning them off?
What do you mean? Like, how do they?
Do you say what's your phone? Hey, can I get your phone number?
Well, they've already done it. So when we're mystery shop, they're
I mean,
already people. So
yeah.
we come in as someone that we say, hey, we want to buy a car, essentially, and then we see how dealers respond to the lowest of the lowest in the funnel. We're not talking about like we're not standing outside saying like, do you want to buy a car? Come ask me a
Right,
question.
like you're a limo
These
driver.
are people that literally
Hey,
we
Steve.
grade the people that say, I want to buy a car. That's what we're grading off of. We're taking the people the day before they buy, essentially.
Also in the Subi, you said it well, OEM, dealer, vendor.
Yeah.
Right. These are some of the levels where, yeah, there's an expertise that goes into the mystery shopper experience. You don't just have randos showing up,
Yeah.
hey, I just bought Twinkies and now I'm buying a car.
If you're Subi's the one that gets them there.
She
I'm the one
drives
that
them
grades how
over.
they do. Yeah, and then Steve's the one that makes sure they do it right. I guess if you're doing, Subi's the expert at bringing them to the website. I grade how they do it, and then Steve's got the platform that manages it all.
To convert them to a sale.
It's like a relay race. You guys are batoning.
Yeah, we're all handing each other stuff.
That's pretty sweet. I didn't know there was so much meat on the bone when it came to mystery shopping the dealership.
There's a lot.
And also, right, because you have from survey to secret shop, it is a good question. There's a point at which, even as a real customer, man, I don't want to do a survey. Right?
Why not?
Survey.
I think that more people want to have their voice heard. And that's why social media and things like I won't stop calling it Twitter because it's dumb. But places like Twitter and this accessibility to businesses is so popular. If we give them an opportunity, we don't want to get every single person to submit a survey. We don't need that. I mean, what we do need is the people that have something to say to give them a platform to say it so they don't go externally. And if they have the opportunity, if Steve sees someone that he can go to after dinner to make his opinion heard, he's not going to feel as compelled to go to Yelp to be like, hey guys, don't go here because it's a really shitty place to eat, right? He's going to be able to have his voice heard. And if we placate that piece, give them an opportunity to share their opinion, is it going to work for everyone? No, because if someone's upset and they're wanting social clout and they're going to do it anyway. But the vast majority of people just want to have their voice heard, like not just companies and business transactions, employees, all of it, right?
Sorry. Let me say one thing. There's two different things. There's like surveys and there's mystery shops, and they're like completely different things. So just so they're not muddied. Because I think some of the great points you guys have made are with surveys,
right?
But we're talking people that say I want to buy a car. They're two separate things.
Those right? We're clear. Yeah. But I love that you mentioned Yelp.
Why?
Inadvertently.
Like well, Yelp is so Yelp is so cool because I use it. Meaning, if let's say I'm walking around and I see a restaurant, all right, I'm going to Yelp it, and it will affect my opinion. But do I Yelp? What makes me Yelp? Not much. So it's the same thing. It's valuable. And I agree with you. People do want to be heard, and there's only a certain period of time to which I'm Yelp incentivized, right?
Yeah, you have to be either really, really happy or really, really upset.
And that's what I was going to say. Can I ask us something real quick? I'm going to ask everybody on this call because I think everybody feels the same way. I'm thinking about this way y'all are talking, but if you had a great experience, would you put a good review out there for wherever you went, no matter where? I mean, somebody said, hey, if you had a great, do you mind putting a good review? Maybe they're asking you. And usually that's at a restaurant. Do you mind giving me a good review? So Subi, you would. Jay, would you give a good review? If somebody asked you and you had a great time?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Just say yes or no. Kyle, would you do it?
got to be forced. It's got to be like, scan this thing and do it right
No,
now.
no, no. But okay, but
Yeah.
wait, let me ask. But see, I just want to. If you just had an okay
baseline.
time, if you had an
Yeah.
okay time, and somebody asked you to do a review, would you do the review? Yes or no?
If they're
No.
standing right in front of me, I would. But if they sent it to me, no.
No, if they just say, "Would you do it?" But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Now,
yeah,
even if they
Oh,
hand it to me right there and the thing is easy to do, I'm still going to be like, yeah, I'll do it later.
Right, if you
Like
make
if I had
yeah,
an okay time,
exactly.
I'm not going to
yeah.
share that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Why
yeah,
wouldn't
me
would I
too.
give
share?
some false information to society to say
Yeah.
this is the best thing in the world when
But
I don't believe it's the best thing in the world?
but if you
Exactly.
Yeah.
do,
Not
would
going
you
to do it.
share it? But if you do, you go
If I
eat.
had a
It's
really good
amazing. Yeah,
experience
then you want
and
the
someone asked
deal.
me to, I absolutely would. And I
Okay.
do. I
Yeah.
do. When
Okay.
someone asks
But
me, I do it.
I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is, and if you had a really shitty experience, no matter where you go, nobody's going to ask you for that review. You're probably going to voluntarily go do that 1-star review and put your
Yeah.
voice out there.
As long as
So
I'm anonymous.
what I'm trying to say is there's only two ways to do a review. You're either going to give like a great review. I would bet 9 times out of 10 where you're going to give a very shitty review. Just say it the way it is. If somebody who wants to go out there and do a 3-star review, uh-oh, did I get lost?
No,
You're
we can still
frozen, but
hear
I
you.
can hear your audio. But
All right, that's my. I'm frozen. I'm in the dark mode. I put my
So
dark
you
mode on. Use the force, Luke. All right,
there
there.
you go. You're in a hotel room or something, probably.
Yeah, I am. That's my hotel room. But I think the people that are going to put a 3-star, 2-star, 4-star review are probably just ones that, like what Subi say, people just want to be opinionated and they're going to put it
Yeah.
out there. I would only give a 5-star review or a 1-star review. That's just me.
No, it makes a lot of sense. You're probably like most people. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to review the podcast after this. Do we get to rate this on our experience
Oh,
1 to 5?
okay, great. So here we are.
Are there
Subi.
2 million people?
Yeah,
Right.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, no, I won't review
You
it. I
give
say I
them.
would, but I won't.
I mean, that's. And here we are. This is actually a great example because it's on the line. The business owner is here listening. That's totally going to change. And this is why we mystery shop. We don't want anybody to know how we really feel and how it's going because it's blowing and I'm never going to buy this car now. And they need to know this.
Yeah, and they're two separate things, but yes, the mystery shop tells you the customer's experience from behind the scenes, how you're actually handling real customers, and then the survey is how the customer feels. So they're both super important.
Yeah, and to Kyle's point, like Kyle, I've seen his secret survey, and I want to make sure he's specific. He's like, in this day and age, Jay, and I know Subi already knows this, but they want to know how fast does the customer get responded to. Customer's never going to say, I got responded to in 3 minutes. They're going to say, yeah, I got handled, right? It's going to be very general. Kyle, in the way he goes out there, to give him some kudos, he's very specific at tracking all the communication that happens. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, did
Yeah,
they
it's
even
really
get a video?
it's really a business tool, right? To understand how my people are responding and serving my clients. That's really the role of secret shopping. If I'm doing it for my own business, I could also pay someone to do it for a different business to see how I'm comparing against another company when it comes to type of response, speed of response, quality, conversions. There's a lot of data and wonderful actions that you can take. But I think that's where secret shopping really lives. Some people, super users, if you will take something that Kyle does, they tack onto it to make sure that they're auditing all the other stuff as well and continuously improving their business. And others just shelf it.
You know, you
Great,
You know who my
great
number one?
insight.
You know who my number one customer is for mystery shop?
Toyota.
The Subis of the world, not Subi, but the Subi
Oh.
advertising agencies. Because you know why? They go, we give you all these leads, and you complain that the leads don't close, and then
Yeah.
we circle back, and then advertised agencies are number one mystery shop customer for
Well,
real.
this is
Yeah.
where I
Because
tell Subi and other companies about their engagement rate is typically 35%, and we increase it to 70%. So we help you talk to more customers, schedule more appointments, sell more cars. See, that's the whole idea is Subi gets the leads in there, but the dealerships need to get engagement. It's all about
Yeah.
engagement. That's
Yeah.
it.
And
That's
then we're
it.
just told, get me more leads. My leads aren't working and it's horrible. Everything's horrible. I'm going to cut everything. I'm going to cancel everything. There's this
After
one guy
90
who
days,
knocked
they
on
give
my
you
door.
90 days, Subi, right? They give you like 90 days or some time period. Yep.
And you know what? There's a guy that walked into my showroom who says he can do it better than you. Don't know anything about them, but they're going to fix everything. And so let's cancel. versus us saying, hey, Kyle, can we prove to them what needs to happen to make these quality leads actually convert to sales? And then we go, Steve, can you tell them all the actions and track everything that everyone's doing to convert them and then push them to the DMS because they're now converted to a sale? That's the full picture of
Boom.
the three of
There
us.
you go. Yeah, and advertising agencies, like, as
And the
Subi
three of us
said,
have
you know,
never had a conversation with each other. It just moves so
that's good.
fluidly. from
Have
one to the
you-
There we
other.
go.
Are
We should do
you
a podcast
aware?
sometime.
Are you aware that we're not live doing this panel at NAMAD right now?
Boom. I'm missing the
believe
reception
that?
dinner for this.
Kyle
So,
is.
I
Subi,
know, I'm missing the
People would be
reception.
pushing
literally,
each other
Subi and
out
I
of
are
the way.
missing a
Whoa,
party.
get me into that thing.
Subi, are you in Vegas?
I
Yeah.
am.
Oh, okay.
Kyle and I are missing the reception right now.
Oh,
What the heck,
okay.
Jay? You're getting a bad
Oh,
survey.
well then we better go. Yeah, that's gonna affect my survey.
Let me say a couple things
Yeah,
for you,
yeah,
because you're probably I mystery shop almost every dealer in America, believe it or not, at least once a year. Steve's clients send videos 5 to 10 times more than the average CRM. The biggest pain in the behind I have is getting my dealer clients to send videos, and I got the data to prove it. Hit up Steve, hit up me if you want to see the real data. You jump on
I
Steve.
do.
I keep on Steve CRM. I don't know if I should. I feel weird saying the company because they all pay me, kind of.
It's
So
DriveCentric. I'll say it.
yeah.
Drive.
Come on,
I get-
Subi,
I
you
get-
did it once.
I did.
But Steve, if you want 5 to 10 times the videos, the calls and all that stuff, debatable. But the videos, no one crushes it harder than Steve. And I got a ton of the dealers I work with. Obviously, you have to work with Subi because 1/3 of the new car dealers in America work with her. So 2 great companies. If you want a complimentary mystery shop, holla. You may be shocked. Oh, let me give you some real. I'm the only guy that has real data, not to sound. Let me give you some real. So the top 10% of dealers in the United States, 4 minutes. And can I share my screen?
Yeah,
It's a
please.
Zoom, right?
Yeah, take it away.
Ooh, Sharon.
Then I'm going to the party.
Live.
I'll see Subi there.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they did 30,000 mystery shops. They just grabbed them. Here's what the top 10% of dealers in the United States are doing. Here's the average response time for a phone call. Here's the average response time of a text. Here's the average response time of an email. And then if you take a look here, the bottom 10% of dealers in the United States, 22 hours to make a phone call, 15 hours
Wow.
to send a text message, 13 hours to send an email. Send the customer whatever survey you want and ask about how they want to buy a car. We could all agree that the faster you get to the customer answering the questions, the better off you're going to be. Let me pivot to something else, trying to wrap up here.
Even 5
The
minutes
top-
can be a lifetime to somebody.
Feel like a long time. The average, the top 10% of a dealer. Now, you guys might not like this. They call a customer 11 times, and we're just talking about who does it the most. They get 11 phone calls. This is over 5 days. 11 texts and 10 emails. Now, you may think that's crazy, but that's over 5 days. That's 2 or 3 phone calls a day. Just because a customer
late.
likes something more doesn't mean it's the most effective. If you had a gun to your head right now, if you're from an OEM
What if
going,
I had
oh, I don't
11
know.
guns to my head?
Yeah, but so if you had to sell this person a car, would you call them 11 times or 1 time? I'm just saying. Usually, there's value in the out if it's done effectively. I don't want to harass a customer, but if it's done the right way. So there you go. There's tops and
That's
I
good
thought I had more
stuff.
stats on here, but
Really good. Really good.
Dude, that's incredible. 22 minutes. And by the way, Jay, when
22
you go
hours. Sorry,
22 hours.
22 hours?
the
That's
bottom 10% of
ridiculous.
dealers in
Shut
the United States.
up.
Yeah.
Jay's
Stop
dealership,
it.
22 hours.
I thought you said 22 minutes. Now I'm looking at
No.
it. Yeah. There's no way. Is it
I-
wait, that's got to be like that. It's not just business hours, right? That's got
And yet, Steve, it is
Real.
fully believable. And you know
And
this.
And this is why when Subi gets a cancel, and Subi walks in and goes, dude, we mystery shopped you, and it took 22 hours for a phone call. We always buy advertised agencies. We save them; they're canceled. That's why they use us.
Wait.
And another plug on here: the next time someone tells you your CRM's too expensive, Steve, when you got to pay for the best. Nothing's more expensive than a bad result, right?
I want that slide, bro. I want that slide.
You have it.
Hey, and real quick, if it's somebody, are you telling me that that would include AI texting and emailing the first?
Includes AI. You messed my stats up because
Shut
your
up.
AI responds fast. But yes.
I
So
know
hold
that,
on, hold on.
but I just figure a lot of stores should be using AI at this point. You're
They
telling me
should.
how many stores
I
aren't.
was thinking
That
about that with the mystery
Yeah.
shopping
That
too.
includes AI. So not to keep plugging Steve so hard, but if you have Steve's program, you're going to be in the top 10% with email and text by default, and top 10% by video by default.
yeah,
Well,
so
Steve,
I want that.
I texted you. I want us to get together, partnership discussions.
What
Yeah,
about
Kyle
me?
convinced me.
Look at this. Partnerships on
I'm on the group chat.
ATI?
Look at this.
Golly.
Bonding.
Wow.
Bonding.
There you go.
Insane.
Bonding.
I know everyone's got stuff to do, and we really covered a lot. This was amazing.
Yes. This poor lady. She had to sit here and listen for an hour. She had to sit here and
Hey!
Right.
What do you
Live
have
like
to add,
that.
young lady? What does she have to add to the whole thing?
She went, wow, this is amazing. I love this
Like,
so
well, I'm
much.
not
Greatest
on a
30 minutes of my life.
microphone, number one. Number two, I'm not on the clock.
Yeah.
And who is that guy? It's the Live with Drive guy. Number one, Subi, thank you for so much for taking the time to be here. And
Of
you had a
course.
lot of
Thanks for
great
having
input.
me.
It's really nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
So, and Steve, it's always a pleasure. I'm so glad you could join us. Kyle, this was Kyle's idea for a show. I thought this was a really great idea. I get so tired of saying yet another great show on ATI, but it was
Say
yet
it differently.
another great
Let's say
show.
it differently. Give
No
me a
way.
reason to give you a 5-star review, Jay.
This was such a good show about mystery shopping that it wasn't boring, and I really learned stuff.
Just say what you really mean. This is your favorite
We're
show
going.
so
Okay, we're
far.
going again. We're going again. Okay.
Boom, ready, and
Mystery shopping sounds dumb, but it's not dumb, and it helps people.
there you go.
No?
Your favorite show.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's
the
really what it comes
TikTok.
down to.
Mwah. Okay, y'all. So go have your Vegas, Houston win. Great time. I think they're probably the jailer's about to get out and lock me up again. So I gotta
Nice.
run.
Sounds good. See you later,
Thanks,
alligator.
everyone.
Thank you all so much.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
All right, peace out.
All right, good night. Peace out. All right. Wow, that was pretty interesting. So Jay, really? You were able to do another show remote with all two of your viewers on your pulpit thing, whatever. Yeah, man. It is 2025. I had to check the date. It's crazy. Everything's crazy. It's actually really hard to believe, like daily, what is going on in the world. We still have businesses to run, or do we? I mean, what are we doing? Are we on set it and forget it until we can just forget it? I think so. I'm not sure. I think one of my lights just ran out of battery. But what is true is that there are still great topics to do great shows. And I didn't know that Mystery Shopping, the dealership, would be such an insightful show. So if you're watching now, you definitely want to rewind. If you watch the beginning, you can go ahead and skip ahead. I'm going to say that there was that probably from about, I don't know, man, from about the 30-minute mark to about the 1 hour mark, there was really a lot of like actionable learning, insight into how to view mystery shopping in your business and who would make a great mystery shopper for your business. Let's say you work in auto transport. Let's say you're a carrier. You can't really mystery shop a vehicle move, but you could have great surveys for the people that move vehicles. And I don't mean, is our company number one, just like it says in Inc. magazine and all that crap. What I mean is, how was the driver? And another thing I was thinking about is, as part of the mystery shop and survey, is when people watch TV and they do like Nielsen ratings and stuff, they're doing like moment to moment feelings about what's happening. And I was wondering if maybe with AI, you could take a mystery shop to the next level to where you've got moment to moment feelings about what's happening. That'd be pretty interesting. We didn't even get to that. We got room for another show. So thank you so much, Kyle. Disher, CEO and owner of RevDojo. Thank you, Steve Roessler, Chief Evangelist of DriveCentric, the Live with Drive guy, and Subi Ghosh at Stream Companies, Executive Vice President. Really great information. If you want to learn more, send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com, same email. Even better, you know what? Go to YouTube, like it, share it, comment, go to LinkedIn. Don't doom scroll on LinkedIn. Just go there, like it, share it, comment. If nothing else, just watch it and don't tell anybody because, ATI is not like, I don't know if I'd be telling people that you actually tune in. Really? Man, I don't know. Good luck with that. Don't mystery shop ATI. Here comes the car hauler. We are going to do a show Thursday. I'm going to check in with Sue Thursday morning just to make sure her internet is working and the dry run fee request denied or whatever. That show's going to be crazy. All right. Join us for that. Here comes the car hauler. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks.